FDP. Dear participants, Dr. Doreen, she is the founder and director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, and she has completed her UG PG, and she has done her doctorate at an university. And her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, peer-to-peer computing, and big data analytics. So previous positions which she has served include professor and head at Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology, and assistant professor at various colleges like Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Assistant College of Engineering, and also she has served as the teaching research associate at the Department of Computer Science and University Chennai. And she has published about 30 papers in international and national journals and conferences. She is the life member of ISTE, and also she is a reviewer for Computer and Electrical Engineering Journal and Future Generation Computer Science Journal. And she had been the resource person for the various workshops and FDPs on the topics like digital classroom, big data analytics using Hadoop, data science using Python, machine learning, deep learning, quantitative computing, software testing, blockchain technologies, cyber security, and cyber forensic. So really, we are very fortunate to have you here for our session, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Please, you can proceed, ma'am.
Thank you for the warm invite. A very special thank to the entire management of Sri SAIRAM Group of Institutions for having invited me to give the talk on Google AR, VR, and Google Lens. I'll share in my screen. A very special thanks to Shankari ma'am, the entire Department of IT. Faculties are working behind the head of the department to deliver this talk on Google AR and VR and about Google Lenses. I know today this session is a challenging session and it's a post-lunch session. Okay. How many of you had good lunch? You can type on the chat yes or no. How many of you had good lunch? You're able to access the chat? You're able to hear me? You can type yes. Why? If you didn't have a good lunch, then you can type as no, N. Waiting for your answers. Even webinars, seminars, the faculty is also, faculty development program has also become a kind of virtual reality, but it is happening right now. Yes, thank you, Kalpana ma'am. No, Shivashankar, Shivagama Sundari ma'am, you didn't have good lunch. Okay, Saravanan sir, you had good lunch. Nice. No ma'am, Chitra ma'am, you didn't have a good lunch. Okay. Okay. Yes, no. Yes, Dinesh Kumar sir, you had good lunch. Yes, Parul is done. Lavra sir, yes. I don't know if I spell it yes, ma'am or sir. I'm really sorry. All right, others. We have so many people here, 50 plus people, but I've got less than 10 responses. My question is, how was your lunch today? It was good. Yes. It wasn't good. Then no. Okay. So, and the session will be an interactive session. Okay, whenever I ask questions, kindly post your answers on chat. If you find chat, yeah, I had good lunch. I had sambar, and I have cauliflower. Okay, so it was a good lunch for me. I hope you all had a good lunch. Every day, if you eat, if you are able to eat itself, it's the greatest blessing of God. Alright, I always think about it. Okay, when we are able to eat good food itself, it's the greatest blessing of God. Only we can eat good food only when we are healthy. Thank you, Dinesh Kumar sir, for asking me. All right. So, okay, now we'll move on to the session. I hope we'll see. Throughout the entire session, I'll be asking questions and you can answer to the questions. And in addition, all right, we are going to play a live quiz at the end of the session. All right, and that time we will see who's going to be the winner for the day. And throughout the session, I'll be asking questions here. And let's see how many of you are present in this FDP in reality. Here we go. I hope you're able to see my screen. Yes, you can type S on the chat, or you can unmute and say you're able to see in my screen. It is getting loaded. You're able to see my screen, Google AR, VR, Google Lens, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So today we are, from morning, I know this is your fourth session for the day. All right. So you are hearing about AR, VR, augmented reality, and people from different departments. You are here. All right. So today we are going to see how, in specific, how Google AR and VR, how we are going to use Google lenses. Some of you would have explored it, for some it will be new. All right. And in addition, we are going to see how the machine learning algorithm is also playing a very vital role onto this Google Lens. Okay, listen to the entire session very carefully. At the end of the session, we are going to play a live quiz. Let's see who will be the winner for the day, or a simple multiple choice questions from the top given today. All right, a very special. Once again, I would like to thank the Department of IT. Special thanks to Shankari ma'am, the HOD ma'am, the entire CEO sir, and everybody, the entire management, for having invited me to give the talk on Google AR, VR, and Google Lenses. Okay, before we start in the session, let me see onto the chat which department you belong to. Can you post? Okay, it's a third session, but first you had Chandra sir. Sir Paul Sir session. Second, you had Dr. C.R. Baban. He's my husband. Okay, third session you had with another professor about computer architecture, and that is what I said. This is the fourth session. All right, thank you, Parul ma'am. You're from EC. Others quickly. Within 10 seconds, I want everybody to post which department you belong to. Biomedical, thank you. Quick. We want quick responses. Biomedical. Others. Easy, thank you. Quick, we have 54 people on CSE. How many of you connected? Just post your department. Which department? IT, CSE, others, quick. Let's be quick. I know it's post lunch. Hopefully you will not sleep. All right, CSE. So these are some things. How many of them are in reality, right? So CSE, ECE, biomedical, others. Okay. So you're from different streams. Augmented reality, you have learned the definition of it, and I was hearing to the talks of the first two sessions, right? So augmented reality, it is taking around the world, adding virtual content on top of it. Even the webinar, what we are doing it. I'm into one place, you're into different places around the world, you are connected, and we are trying to make it as much as possible to be real. Okay, the main idea is to superimpose virtual objects and information over real environments. Okay, how many of you have experienced any AR or VR? You can unmute and speak. In your life experiences, I've experienced this kind of AR, VR. You can unmute or you can speak. Any application that you've experienced in your life? Yes, no? Are you able to hear? You're able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, which makes it user more impressive. Okay, especially use of this augmented reality is projected in companies such as Google. Every day we use Google, right? For a Google search, for Gmails, for Google Photos, okay, for YouTube, and if you use iPhone, a lot of things. A lot of people we prefer iPhone. When I prefer iPhone, okay. Such companies, Google and Apple, have already developed tools such as AR Core and AR Kit, which makes the developer easy to create AR apps. I hope in the second session also you should have tried about Overlay. It's a very, very simple AR application. Okay, here you can download it from Play Store or from App Store. When you take artificial intelligence is commonly integrated into AR and VR in order to optimize the customer experience, like a computer vision. If you take an object to learn more about, to have an object detection, to have an object recognition. Okay, for this part of it, AI plays a vital role. So whenever you take any kind of application that uses AR, VR, mixed reality, whatever it is, augmented, virtual, everything, that now on from the latest technologies, always there is a common integration of an artificial intelligence wherein your machine learning algorithm works or then your deep learning algorithm works. Okay. So I work with a lot of machine learning and deep learning, and also given talks on AR, VR, and worked off it. I will share my experience of working with the student of a AR application, right? So for simulation and training, how many of you have used virtual apps during this pandemic? Yes, you can type S chat. No, you can type N on the chat. Virtual apps. Because due to this pandemic, we were not able to. You have not used to know. Okay, that itself is an entire session. Maybe at the end of it, I'll share my YouTube channel wherein you'll be able to see to it. I don't know whether time permits. We'll see how it works. Some of you would have used virtual labs. Some of you would have not, for simulation and training purposes. Okay. So for visualization and entertainment, for gaming, even morning sir said how it is used in healthcare. Okay. Haptics. You were speaking about haptics, right? So for an entertainment, remote control of vehicles like drones, even you can find the agriculture, okay, remote control of vehicles, okay, using drones will be able to capture information what is to be done. Okay, you can augment the same thing. For gaming, now gaming has become very, very trending now. Robotic surgery, I will be sharing about the very, very first surgery that happened in John Hopkins University. Okay, as you walk through the museums, all right, for education purpose. Okay, for virtual travel, okay, even though you stay in different places, a trip down the rabbit hole, any kind of application. When you take augmented reality, okay, when you take mixed reality, is a combination of augmented and virtual reality. Okay, and everything I said, it is embedding your artificial intelligence where your machine learning or your deep learning algorithm works. All right. So augmented reality presents a growth market, and it is expected in 2025. We are in 2021. All right. It will grow more than 198 billion US dollars from 3.5 in 2017. So there is a great demand. As faculties, why there is a need of faculty development program? You are trying to understand where it is applicable, how it is to be used, and it is our burden to learn technology and create applications and teach them to the younger generation where they are even more smarter than us. Okay, to the best of their ability, the way you come in will not be the way you go out. Let's see how many of you are listening. So you have been listening to this, right? A markerless augmented reality, a marker-based augmented reality, projection augmented reality, superimposition-based augmented reality. Anybody would like to speak about the marker-based or yeah, some of you have given answer. Yes, virtual lab, digital lab. Yes, yes. Okay. What is marker based and what is markerless based? AR. You can unmute and speak, or you can post it on chat, whichever you find it is more comfortable for you. Yes. Marker based or markerless? What is the difference? Okay. Okay. So we will be seeing these are the 4 types of augmented reality. Okay. So when you take a marker based augmented reality, it makes use of camera and a virtual marker. For example, it could be a QR code. to activate some AR components, whether the marker is identified by the camera or not. That is marker based. Okay. Even in morning, Rene Robin sir has taught you how to use overlay, OVERLY app to activate some AR components. Okay, where it is identified. How many of you explored it? Overlay. If you have explored it, you can type Y. If you have not explored, type N. Quick, please. Expecting your answers. Morning. When Rene Robinson was handling the session, he said about overlay, OVRLY app. Have you tried? Yes or no? Yes means type Y, no means type N. Hello, participants. Any one answer. If you have tried, type Y. If you have not tried, type N. Overlay. I'm not able to. Yeah, Chitra ma'am tried. Very good, ma'am. Others? This is a simple answer. Yes means Y, no means you have not tried N. That is an example of marker-based augmented reality. I always like to have an active session rather than a passive session. So when you give responses, it is really rejuvenating for me and also for you. All right? Yes. You have not tried? Okay, not yet. Okay. If we have time at the end, I will show you the demonstration again and you can try about it. All right. Okay. Only 5 to 7. No. Okay. Do you want to try now or at the end? Do you want to try overlay now or at the end? One of you can unmute and speak. Who's going to speak? Your response will be the final. Let me see who's going to unmute and speak. Do you want to see the demonstration now or at the end? End. Thank you, Chitrama. Yes? Can you speak? I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you repeat it? Okay. Okay, so that is an example of marker. When you take markerless, it uses your GPUs or accelerometers, okay, where according to the application, it makes it more interactive. Okay, see, when you take a marker base, it could be a QR or it could be an image. You mark a place. When you scan onto the marker, what is the needed details that you need? It pops up. Here, onto this example, it is using a QR code. It is using a QR code. Can you see a QR code is scanned? And here, and whatever they embedded, you can embed an image, you can embed a video, you can embed something that is interactive, you can embed something that gives the detail. So when you take marker based, always there is something called as a virtual marker that is available in. Okay, which when the marker is identified by the camera. Okay, so there you get some augmenting details about it. Markerless, it uses GPS or accelerometers or digital compass to work on it. Okay, so when you take a markerless, how many of you have used this application called MITY app? Have you tried this? MYTY app. Okay, this is a markerless based AR. Okay, this allows users to place furnitures in the surroundings once they scan a flat surface. So MITY app, you can okay, you can download it from a Play Store. Can you see it is an augmented reality application? All right, it is an augmented reality application. It's available both on Play Store and also an App Store. And it is the best example for markerless based augmented reality. Is it clear? It is for markerless based augmented reality. So this is the application MITY AR. Okay, you can scan and it will suggest you what furnitures could be used. Okay, okay. Anybody has used any application like this, like MITI? Yes, no? You're all there with me? See? So here it's a favorite furniture product. So they'll try to give the best interior to your home. Okay, there you when you open up, it allows you the camera to open, and when you scan a flat surface, it finds the interior designing which will be the best. I hope you're able to see in my screen the most powerful AR decoration tool to redesign your home. Okay, so here this is you can make furnitures, you can have your proposals. Okay, so here thousands of what is more, which size will be more suitable, which what furniture will look so beautiful to your space according to your budget. Okay, what are the latest home designs, the 3D furniture modeling. Okay, so this is one of the best example for markerless based augmented reality MITI. Okay, have any one of you used any other application like this? Any application for furniture which is an wherein you think it is an example of a markerless based augmented reality? Yes, please. IKA, yeah. So even sir was saying in the first session. Also, IKEA, very nice. Lens card, exactly, yes, ma'am. Sahana, ma'am. Sahana, ma'am. Okay, others. Hello, you're there with me? Yes, answers you can put it onto the chat. All right. Though it could be right or wrong, no problem. Don't worry about it. It's just sharing. I share what the little knowledge I have, and you can share what is the best knowledge that you have. All right. Okay. So, next example is geolocation. Okay. So when you have on this is also an example of markerless based augmented reality. Markerless based augmented reality. You can see to this. Can you see geolocalization onto a museum? There is no, okay, onto the this uses your GPS onto the exact latitude and longitude. It shows, gives us the information when you travel through. Even a sir was showing about the campus in education technology. I forgot, I was just onto the sessions onto the morning. Okay, so these are examples of markerless based augmented reality. Coming into projection, a light is sent to a real world object, and that creates a user interface on which the user can interact. Some of you would have seen some mobile applications that wherein you can see it here. Okay, the projection based. Can you see a light? It uses a light projection. So this is an example. See, children are trying to learn about hills, plateaus, valleys. All right, a light has been passed on to that. Okay, so projection based, light is sent to a real world object. First example you were seeing a hand, where a projection has been passed on to, a light has been passed on to it. All right, and next is as superposition based augmented reality. Here, object recognition either partially or completely. Okay, that changes the view on object. IKEA also is an ideated app to make users to make virtual furnitures to help them decide which piece will fit them pest. That is an example of superposition. Okay, superposition, augmented reality. Okay, superposition. Can you see they're using a hand from which it is taking what is the radius of the bone, all right, where you have a superpositioning or superimpositioning onto a real object. On projection, a light has been passed. On superposition onto a real object, you are able to see it. Okay, marker based, you have a marker only when the marker is scanned. The best example is morning overlay. Okay, when it is scanned, then the information pops in. In markerless base, there is no marker. It takes and then it works accordingly. Okay, so coming into Google Earth, how many of you have seen Google Earth? At least let me see whether I get answer for this. Yes or no? Google Earth. Hello, participants. Have you tried AR, VR or any normal Google Earth? Yes or no? Answers on chat, or you can unmute. Hello? Have you seen or have you explored about Google Earth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So some of you have done and some, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So most of you would have used about Google Earth. So here it's not the application as faculties. We are more focused on how this application is developed, what are the technologies needed for a faculty to equip ourselves to train and to transfer it to the students. I know those who are into this FDP, you have got a passion towards AR and VR to learn more, to equip yourself and transfer your knowledge to others. So this is Google Earth. Okay. So here now available on Oculus Rift. You can also use an Oculus Rift. Here, can you see they have given a walk around, the fly, and the browse. Okay. So it is an example of fully immersed or immersed VR. Fully immersed or semi-immersed or non-immersible VR. I don't know. I'm not getting answers. That's okay. Okay, generally here they use a 360. You can use this Oculus or HTC Vive. Okay. And also we can also contribute into the Google Earth. Okay. So you have on VR, onto the fly. AR Core is the toolkit that we need to equip ourselves to work on with. Okay. Okay, you should have known about the difference about augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented, it overlays a digital image onto the world. That is what we have seen about markerless based projection and superimposition. Okay, but in virtual reality, you use a headset to immerse into a 3D application. Now it is mixed reality where it uses both real and virtual. When you take VR, it's fully virtual. Artificial environment. When you take augmented reality, you have a virtual object onto a real thing. When you take mixed reality, you're combining both the virtual and real world. So whenever you think that you're using application that uses VR, it's completely artificial or completely virtual. When you take AR, you're just superimposing a virtual object onto the real world. When you take mixed reality, it's a combination of both virtual and real world. Okay. So here you have a head-mounted devices, okay, that is in front of you, or input could be a data glasses, trackpad, or joystick, or whatever it is. Okay, there are 3 types of virtual reality. You already know. I'm not going into it much later. Not immersive. Only some of the user senses are stimulated. Semi user is partially but not fully into the virtual environment. Fully immersive. It's head-mounted device where a user is fully into the simulated world. Okay. So when you use a desktop monitor, Okay, that is an example of non-immersive VR. Okay, only used to headphone. When you use a stereographic glass lenses here, it is semi-immersive because you know the real world and the virtual world. Okay, and fully immersive, it's fully head mounted. I know some of you would have gone into some malls, right, or some where they give you a game, a VR game. Okay, they just ask you to wear a glass and they give you all kinds of mm, pressures or some vibrations where you find that you are traveling along with the game. Have you ever experienced it? When you go to some what to say, some places like play area or some resorts, or where you have a playing section, you have a game, right? Yes, no? Have experienced, they'll give you a glass and there will be a display onto it, and you'll feel some vibration onto the chairs, okay, moving, and once the roller coaster is moving, you will also feel the same. Yes or no? Have you experienced it, my dear participants? You're all there with me? Hello? Yes, you have experienced type Y, you have not experienced type A. Okay. So, and the other example is fully immersive, where you have a head mounted. Okay. So, this is not for semi immersive, even you find kids playing onto it. And fully immersive, you don't know what is happening in the around world at all. You'll be interacting with some input device. I say it could be a joystick, or it could be a gloves, or it could be some devices where you're fully immersed in the virtual world. You don't know what is happening around. Okay, so semi, you should be very careful whether it is semi or fully immersive. Now I'll show you a video where we took our son to a VR mall, and he loves cricket a lot. Can you see? He is playing B20. He is wearing a head mounted. He is wearing a head mounted display, which is an example of full immersive. There is no ball coming. It's an example of fully immersive VR. There is a simulation. Can you see? So once they strike it, then they get free. Okay. Really, there is no ball, but they just use a head-mounted device. They are totally into the other world. Right? It is all fully on simulation. This is one of the best example of fully immersible VR. Okay. And AR and VR are not very new. Okay, they have been for ages into different levels. All right. So Google Cardboard, Samsung Gear VR tools, these are different headsets of VR available. HTC Vive, I said, right? When you use Google Earth, you can use HTC Vive or Oculus Rift. Okay, Oculus Rift, you know what's the price of it? Oculus Rift standalone, Linux, okay. Sony PlayStation, when the children, they do it on a PlayStation, okay. So Lenovo, all the companies are getting Huawei, LG, Dell, Aura, okay, Xiaomi, XI, okay. So MI, every companies they are into the jumping of the AR and VR. It started right from 1935, where we have a science fiction story that predicts about VR 1935. Okay, hopefully we were not born onto that time. Okay, then in 1966 they had a flight simulator, stereo vision glasses, 1990 video games. Okay, the Nintendo Virtual Boy 1995, and now you know how many of you use Pokemon Go game. Anybody plays gaming? I don't know. Okay, then here a VR game goes into mainstream when Oculus Rift and HTC Vive, and we saw about both onto the Google AR VR Earth. Okay, PlayStation is launched. Okay, and then VR gradually becomes more popular by the end of 2017. 2018 mid it started up the business. 2019 it's a mass in the market of social engagement. 2020 business, you know, even the theme parks. Okay, in theme parks there will be definitely a VR session. Okay, where it could be semi immersed or fully immersed or whatever it is. I just showed you an example where my son was playing a virtual environment cricket. All right, and it becomes in 2021, you know, companies like Microsoft and Magically uses headset to make it to the masses. This is the website of Google. First, we saw about Google Earth virtual reality. Okay. How many of you have used Street Views in Google Map? Yes. So, like Google Pixel, okay, where you can have your this is the website where Google gives their experiences and their new launches, okay, and their new launches. We'll be speaking about it, and also in when you take into VR, you have YouTube. This is the tool AR4, and then the Google Lens. We'll be seeing more about Google Lenses. Okay. Okay, you're able to understand till now what we have yeah, you have used. Nice. Thank you. Okay, all right. So live view in Google Maps. We remember once we traveled to United Kingdom, we are not able to find the path. Then we use the Google Maps with the live street view. It really helps us a lot where things are available. All right. So live view in Google Map, you can be able to see onto it. Okay, as I said to you in the start of the session, I would like to share what we have developed. Okay, using this tool called Wikitude SDK. It's a Wikitude augmented reality toolkit. Okay, software development toolkit. Okay, SDK. Wikitude. Maybe in the year 2014. Yeah, or something like that, or 2014. Okay, that time I'd been heading the department of IT, Loyola Ecam College of Engineering, and wherein we were working with the students in collaboration with the company. Okay, for the final projects. Okay, so the technology the students they used is, and we have been developing this tool. Okay, SLAM. It uses the technology called SLAM, just simultaneous localization and mapping. Okay, the domain they use is augmented reality, real-time detection, and localization on mobile phones for listed campus for our college. What we have done. Okay, so always students used to tell, ma'am, we find it very, very difficult to find where you are. You know, sometimes we've been to meetings here and there, and that was the main problem definition. And then we started working with augmented reality, and they worked with Wikitude. Okay, they worked with Wikitude. Okay, what did they do? Okay, they made so the input of this. Okay, this is the Lizard Connect application flow. The from a camera that is available onto the mobile where their application is being loaded onto it, the camera range, then the GPS is enabled, then it opens up the Wikitude data set, it pops up, it gives the display using the radar. All right. So this is the entire flow diagram. It's a real application wherein we worked along with the students. So what is the first module? On the click of the launch, okay, when the application is launched, a camera view will open with radar on top left. Can you see here a radar range? Okay, and information about an information button at the bottom. Okay, can you see? This is the radar range. So when a camera is open onto the application, the radar opens. Or the click of the camera, the current location, because we said when it is enabled, the GPS is automatically enabled. The current location of the user is identified. Based on the current location and reference, that is, the latitude has got X and Y, okay, and it pops up who are the HODs, okay, as when they move up with the application with your mobile, okay, and it displays the details of it. So when it comes to this, okay, so when they come near, this was my cabin. Can you see here? This was my cabin that time, not now. It has been so many years before, 2012 or 2014. I don't remember which year we worked on it. All right. Okay, and here it gives the direction. So which floor we were there, what is the distance, okay, the information about the email ID, the phone number. So it pops up and shows that when anybody comes to my location, if they want to contact and want to get the details, they'll be able to get it. Okay, so it displays and it moves on to wherever we feed in the data. So the radar shows the direction of the query location nearby as we will be displayed as white dots. That is POI in the blue dot. Can you see the blue one on top? Okay. The radar, you can set the radar. You can set the radar in which range you want to use, and it has a slider wherein you'll be able to do it on. Okay. So when the application opens onto your mobile, which is developed using Wikitude, okay, click here to launch. Then it launches. When it launches, automatically the camera opens, and when you scan it, you get the details about it. In addition, when we go on onto the web interface that I'm going for a meeting by 2 to 4, I'll be back by 4 or 4:15 in my cabin. That also I can post it out. So when they open the application, when a student is going to wait to meet, or parents or anybody is going to wait, or when they open up the application and scan it out, they'll know at what time I'll be available on my cabin. But before moving on to the place, I should have been updated onto my Wikitude data set. Onto this time I'll be to another location. If that location is also embedded, and people will know exactly where we will be there. Okay, so this is one real-time application that we worked on with. Okay, that we worked, and you can see here for J block. Okay, who's the contact number, the college IDs. Okay, and it also gives you the direction. Go straight. Which if you want to go for a destination, it will tell you go straight, take your right, go to which block. Then if from a J block they want to come to my cabin, it will give them the direction. Okay, can you see an arrow mark here? And they'll be able to reach it. So on clicking the launch button, okay, so this is the user guide. When the launch button is given, then it opens, then pops up the officials, their name, and where you want to track. The radar will help you to move from one position to another position where you really want to go and meet. Okay, this was the structure of the campus where I worked between 2012 to 2017. 2012 to 2017 I worked there. So during that time, so E block was for the but initially it was difficult. So when they open it up and the officials will open and whom they want to meet, will direct them, and we have developed using Wikitube. So the reason behind we used Wikitube, it was GPS was enabled, geo and 2D imaging was there. It was for all cross platforms. Okay, and graphics we used HTML, and we used the free trial version to develop this application. Okay. Vuforia and AR Toolkit, and each of they have got, and Unity is even more better, and now even more applications have come up. Okay, able to understand about Lizard Connect, whatever I said. You have got any doubts till now? Yes? Hello? Able to understand using Wikitube how it was developed and what is the purpose of it, using the radar, and which, but you need to feed into the Wikitube dataset. Yes? Are you really present? Hello? Okay. How many of you worked in Wikitube earlier? Or is it new for you? Okay. I hope you are able to hear me. The next tool that we're going to see is about A-frame. Have anybody tried using A-frame? Yes or no? Kindly please answer. Okay. So, okay. Okay, this is A-frame. Okay. So, we are going to use A-frame. This is also used to code, okay, a hello web. This is a web framework for building a virtual reality experience, which uses your normal HTML. Okay, normal HTML. This is a website of it. I'll post it onto the chat, and hopefully you can also have a note of it. All right. Okay, some of you yes, some of you no. Now you will experience it. Okay. What happened? I copied it. I hope you'll be able to see in my screen. So many times it has pasted. I'm sorry. I thought it wasn't pasting. Yeah. I pasted onto the chat. Have you got it? I don't know what I'm pasting onto the chat. You're able to get it? Okay. Okay, thank you for responding. Okay, here you've got a lot of templates you start working with. Okay, it's a web framework for building your 3D, AR, VR. You can use it for your classes when you want to, when you get started with. This is an example of Hello Web VR. Once you click it on, I don't know, maybe my internet is pretty slow today. It could be little more interactive. Okay. When we take class, we always expect it to be interactive. Okay. Here you can see it's a it's a visual inspector. Can you see something called view source? You can click on view source, your new tab opens. Okay. So this is an environment, an online environment. I want you all to go and click it on A-frame. And then click the first example. Whether you're not received in chat, okay. I don't know. Or you can type it as aframe.io. Even I'm seeing I'm not able to receive. Yeah, now is it received? aframe.io. Dear participants, dear professors, yeah, I posted the link aframe.io. HTTPS. Can one of you say, have you got it on the chat? I can see on the chat here. Can participants, can you please unmute? I'm not able to hear properly. Have you got the link?
No, not yet. It is not displayed in the chat box.
But I'm able to see on the chat. Or you can try it out as aframe.io. Type it on aframe.io.
One of the participants posted the link.
I have posted it. Yeah, I have posted it. I can see I'm sharing my screen. You can also see it. But I don't know why participants say they are not able to see it. Yes, Dinesh sir has posted it.
And now it is visible now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now it is visible.
I want everybody to open it up, aframe.io. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to first click the first one. I'll show from my screen. Hello, web VR will be there. The first example you can take. Okay, then click on view source.
I'm sorry for the interruption. I posted the link. Participants, I posted the link of aframe.io in the WhatsApp group. Those who are in WhatsApp group, you can get it from there. Because some of the participants are not having a chat box enabled. That's why I just posted a link in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Everybody, they are there in the WhatsApp, man.
Mostly, all participants. Mostly, everybody is in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay. Maybe for the next exercise, I need it. That's what. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I posted the link, ma'am.
Anybody tried it out? Okay, you can click both Visual Inspector and View Source. Can you see here when you click on the Visual Inspector, there is a box. Okay, here they have given the position and the rotation of it, the geometry. You can edit it off. Okay, and the material, whether it has a shadow. Okay, the box has a shadow. From where you can start working on with that. Okay, and you can see a sphere. If I hide it, it will go off. Can you see? You'll not be able to use the sphere. When you click on cylinder, this is for hiding, and you have given all the details of how you want to work on with the cylinder. Okay, and for a plane, you can see you have given a green color for it. All right, there is an entity. Okay. Can you see? Anybody tried this? You can keep changing it and you can work on it. Or if you want to work with a 360-degree with 360 video, you can work or on animation or a moon rider, whatever it is. So what is the video that has been given? The camera, which direction it wants to move. It is a simple tool which is called A-frame. I want you all to try with the Hello Web VR. Hello Web VR. Click on Visual Inspector. Try to change with shadow, without shadow. Thank you, Dinesh sir. Dinesh sir is very active. Others, are you working on with that? aframe.io. I'm waiting for your answers. I wish my session to be two-way. I've got responses from Dinesh sir. What about others? Yes, thank you, Renu, ma'am, Renu professor. I hope you are all silently working, but you can share your experience. Thank you, Shahasni, Professor ma'am. Yes, so this is a very simple tool to work on with. Any difficulties anyone is facing, or is it okay? Yes. So, so you can start working on with that. When you click on the sphere, you have a shadow. If I'm not going to give the shadow, can you see it is moving off? Okay. So how I want to work on with, you can work on with that. Okay. How will be the top view, left view, bottom view, front view, because it comes into the 3D part of it. You can also export it. Even entire entity HTML also I can copy it to a clipboard. Okay, I can copy it to a clipboard. When you make changes, you can save it and also save it as GLTF. Okay. What are the scenes that you want to see? How it is been onto the left view? How it is onto the right view? How from top it is seen? How from bottom it has been placed? The back view of it. Engineering drawing, you'll all understand. We have learned in our first years. Okay. So can you see here? You can move it out. How it really works. You can change the displacement. Okay. You're finding it how to work on with. Yes. And also Google Street View. I've also got it. I hope some of you would have tried with the Google Street View augmented reality. You can search for restaurants and what kind of foods they have onto a 2D or 3D view also. Okay. How many of you tried? It's working. It's fun. Thank you, Dinesh sir. All right. So, okay. So now moving on to the next phase of it. Um, and you can also contribute from a application how it works. Okay. So now I shared you. I'm going to share the another one. Okay, where it uses codepen.io. Okay, which is called as code pen. Here also I showed you, right? You can also export it as an HTML. Okay, these are web-based augmented reality. Whatever we are seeing now, A-frame and the other things are web-based augmented reality, and this is for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, I always have interdisciplinary when you want to develop things. Okay, mechanical people will be good onto the designing, computer science IT people will be good onto the HTML part of it. When you want to develop a very good AR/VR for education or healthcare or whatever it is as institution, once we collaborate with departments, then only we'll be able to get into a good thing. All right. So now I'm going to show you another example. So I've done it. I will share this. First you can see to it. Hope my screen is visible to you. Here using code pen, you have an HTML, CSS and JavaScript space. Okay. So here I've given my source that aframe.io from aframe.io. Okay, and I'm giving my script details where which layout and how I want to it. Okay, and I've given some animations here. All right, and since I've given from Wikimedia the earth map that is being done. So from the mobile you will not be able to see it. Okay, how many of you are joined using your mobile? How many of you have joined the session using mobile? How many of you have joined the session using mobile? Okay. I've shared a link. I will share it onto the WhatsApp group also. I think ma'am has. So even though you are into the system, okay, I will post this link. Um, Listen, I will share my mobile screen now. Okay, I will share my mobile screen. You are able to see my mobile screen now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I hope you are able to see my mobile screen. So I have posted this link. Okay, so I'm going to, because it is not that much comfortable the AR modeling that onto the coding that has been developed here. All right. So when you click it on, you'll get like this. I am a human. Okay, click on the board. It's very simple that you all know about it. Okay, it is asking for code. Okay. Once you are verified, so you have to click the link alone. It will ask for you like this. Okay. Can you see here? Welcome to the VR world. You can also use a cardboard if you have. You can insert the phone into the cardboard holder. All right. And here is the coding that we have given. Okay. Can you see here? I'm giving welcome to the virtual world. I'm going to change it as FDP. Okay. AR VR. Okay. Now can you see here? Welcome to FTP AR VR world. Are able to get it? This is Africa. We are from India. Okay. Likewise, we can also change the text value. I've given the position. Okay, I've given the color. If I want to increase more, I can increase the width of it. Okay, see the width was not correct, so I'm trying to make it as 6 points. See, go down. Okay, can you see? Before it was the world was outside. Yes, before the world was outside. Now can you see? I've increased that light blue. Like that, you can animate or you can have some overlays onto it. Participants, you're able to try it. I posted the link both onto your WhatsApp group and an addition to the Meet link also. The Teams. Any one of you tried? Because I've loaded the map here. Here, if you want, you can change what you want to load here. Anything from a website also, I can change the link to be loaded. Once I change things here, the things to be loaded, what is the image, and the same thing will be opened up. Yes? Okay, I'll stop sharing from this, and then when there is a need, and again, I'll come back. Okay, how many of you experienced? You tried? Hello? Participants? Anybody tried the link that I've given using code pen? Have you got the map? And you can change the content and increase the light blue width. Are you trying it? Or if you got difficulties? Oh, try it. Thank you, Professor Neenu. Others? Only one response I've got it. See, from the system, you will not be able to find it. But when you use it on the mobile, you'll be able to find it. Any others other than Professor Reenu? Anybody tried? Participants, waiting for your answers. Other than Professor Reenu, I didn't get. Okay, trying Dinesh sir. Okay, any difficulties? Please unmute. Trying. Thank you, Professor Bhupendra Kumar sir. I'm working with mobile only. Thank you, sir. Others? Doing. Thank you, Kavita ma'am. Happy to get responses. Yes. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. You can change the text, you can change the width, you can change the color. Yes. Any difficulties? Kindly let me know. Just click the link. It will ask whether you're human, and then because I've coded it and embedded into the link using aframe.io and CodePen. Okay. Okay. So anybody tried it, or if anybody has got difficulty, let me know, please. So where and all you can use with your AR. Okay, where and all you can use with your AR tools. Where it depends, totally depends on your kind of interest, where you need to really work on with. Okay, where you really need to work on with, which you find it more interesting, which domain. Some of you will be interested in education, some of you into health sector. What are the latest 2021 needed AR app development, AR powered art exhibits. When you go to a museum, you need some guide to explain. But once there is an AR, it is very easy. You just go open up your application, then it will drive you. In automotive and manufacturing, even how would you really experience before the car is launched, or any automobile, and also in social media. Okay, and AR indoor navigation. I showed you an example, right? How we worked before, maybe before many years. Okay, maybe 9 years before 2012, or 7 years before I worked onto that application. Visit Connect. I showed you the real example. Okay, AR indoor navigation, AR avatars. AI-driven healthcare aid. This is showing about how using the head-mounted device and operation was made for a old lady. It was really successful. Wearable application, driven travel apps. Okay, interior designing. You already know about it. Okay, and AR driven face tuning app. Okay, driven sketching app, e-commerce, and parametric app. So these are some open needed technologies people are needed. There is a need of it. Augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and extended reality. Okay, now people are mostly working with extended reality. How augmented reality is used in Industry 4.0 and how it is used in building technology. Just see to it, and after that, I want your responses. Kindly share your responses.
Digitalization is one of the most important driving forces for technological trends and new developments. The networking of machines and systems, as well as gathering information on basic and status data of devices, forms the basis for that. The added value this data provides is demonstrated in Phoenix Contact's in-house tool shop. Thanks to the comprehensive networking of all machines and tools in production, setup times of injection molding systems can be reduced significantly. Every workspace offers access to tool data and databases with animations and 3D models on every tool. In addition, toolmakers can also use augmented reality systems that facilitate processes and reduce the error rate.
See how using augmented and VR,
That's how the complex injection molding tools can be classified immediately.
Molding tools.
Sprue runners, heating and cooling circuits, as well as the optimum tool temperature are indicated precisely where they are located. The facility management in Bad Pyrmont also uses AR technology today. The required data is provided by Analytics, the Phoenix Contact building management system. Thanks to the intelligent networking of the entire building technology, every user has access to the right information at the right time. External maintenance personnel is led independently and informed about everything that is important in the event of a maintenance work. Controlled safety instructions are given directly on the spot immediately before use. With the high level of data depth, Analytics creates transparency. Augmented reality technology makes it possible to experience this transparency. If you are also interested in experiencing augmented reality with regard to Industry 4.0 and building technology, come and visit us at one of our sites. Together with you, we develop your own digitalization strategy, from production to the intelligent building.
So now everybody, we are moving on into Industry 4.0. All right. Okay. So you're able to understand about working with mobile doing. We have started working with A-frame. Okay, then about augmented reality, virtual reality, how it has been used in different sectors. All right. So let's move on into Google Lenses. Okay, Google Lenses. I don't know how many of you have tried using Google Lenses. Okay, let us see what is the use of Google Lenses. When you take Google Lenses, in the starting of the talk, I said AR and VR are strongly integrated with AI. the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. The best example is Google Lenses. It's an AI-powered technology that uses a smartphone camera. We are just going to use a camera's mobile and deep and machine learning, not only to detect object in the front, but also to understand or with the major features for scanning, for translation, for shopping, and more. Now we are going to try one by one. Okay, see, when you use a Google Lens, when you buy a Wi-Fi router, on the back of it you have the source, you have the security ID. Okay, every time you have to type in the password. Google Lens, you just take a picture of it on your phone and you will be automatically connected to the Wi-Fi network. There is no need to crawl onto the cupboard to read what is the password, what it is typed. Now Google Lens will literally work on with that. All right, that's a best example to extract the features, to find an object recognition wherein our deep learning algorithm and machine learning algorithm works. So what are the Google Lens features? Okay, it is used to translate. Okay, smart text selection. Okay, smart text search. Okay, it's used in shopping and Google homework questions and search around. All right. Okay. How many of you have used Google Lens before? Yes, no? I have used, okay. Maybe for the others, okay, maybe for the others. How many of you have not used Google Lenses before? No, okay. So let me share my screen from my mobile, okay. Yeah, some of you would have used, for some it is new. Okay. So there are various features of Google Lens. You're able to see my mobile screen. I hope you're able to see in my mobile screen. Yes? Okay. I did not know a plant name, so I tried capturing. Yes. Got the plant name. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You have explored it. Okay. Some of you, yes, integrated in camera. Yes. Okay. So now we are going to see what are the features that is available. I'm opening Google. Okay. When I open Google, near to the to the microphone, can you see? I hope my screen is visible to you. Okay, can you see there is a camera kind? So once I open it up, it is the lens. Okay, it is the lens. Okay, so I hope you'll be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to capture. Okay, first we will start with the translate. Okay, so this is my screen. Okay, I want to have a translation, the first feature of it. Okay. Can you see there is a Chinese word? I'm taking it. I'm going to. Can you see the word here? Can you see the word here? Yes? No participants?
Yes.
Yeah. This is how you can use your Google Lenses. Okay, you can use your Google Lenses. You can take any of it. The first functionality that we have seen is translation. Okay, the translation. The second is, can you all try translate? Some of you would have tried, for some it is new. Open up. There are different features. We'll be trying each one. First, go to Google, or I'll present this itself. and it will detect what is what, and then you will be getting the answer. I'm taking some language, I think it's Chinese. Okay, can you see it's overlying on it? What is the word? This is one of the use. I'm not doing anything. I'm just opening my Google Lens, scan it. It does the scanning of it, and then it is translating and showing it to me. Okay. Anybody try to translate now? Are you trying translate now? Okay. The next thing we are going to use is text. I'm just scanning the chat messages. Okay. I'm scanning chat messages. I'm going to listen to it. I hope you can also hear. I'm copying the text. Okay. So I'm going to open from this. See. I hope my mobile screen is seen to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm taking the text. So I opened up. There is first option is translate. We have done it. I know it takes time to know. Yeah. Can you see everything is copied here? I can copy the text. Yeah. Can you see here? Whatever I copied is coming here. Google Lens features, translate. Okay. So this is another feature of Google Lens. Okay. This is another feature of Google. If I want to search, okay. If I want to search, okay. If I want to search from an image, want to search what it is. See, when I click it on, can you see I'm getting the similar images. I'm getting the similar images. Okay, Logitech HD 1080. And if I the same thing, you can use it for shopping also. Okay, or if I want to if it is for homework, say for example, there is a question asked how AI is used in Google Lens. Okay, it will give me the results. How does Google Lens work? How does Google Lens uses? Okay, not only to detect an object, to understand, scans, translate, and also it is used for shopping. And also it is used for shopping. This feature is for shopping. Say for example, if I want to buy a JBL speaker, I have one. Okay, it will show me where to go and buy what are the visual available. Okay, it's JBL Go to, exactly it captures from my image. Okay, and for places, say for example, on my desktop, I have an image of an university. Okay, you know, the renowned university. All right. So I'm not in that image. You see, it is not going to have a word as Anna University. It's only having College of Engineering. I'm just scanning the entire image. I'm Just pointing at it for details. See, I'm not doing anything. I'm not clicking. Can you see College of Engineering, Guindy? Anna University. Okay. Likewise, if you go to a place, okay, from that also you'll be able to capture the information about the building or what it is present. Okay. And also if you want for dining, okay, from a menu card scan also, you can select restaurants. Okay, can you see here the nearest next place next to my house is Maharaja Ice Cream, so it is showing there. Can you see here? From directly you can type in a restaurant name or what is nearby it is showing, because they okay. And I'm just scanning your food or menu, and it will tell me what is available nearby. What is available nearby? Okay. So homework, places, shopping, everything we have seen. Okay. Just open up Google. Okay, and you will see this one. Next to your audio, you will see a camera, that is your Google Lens. Okay, that is your Google Lens. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes for you to, yeah, it's translated. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, I want others also to try now. Please try, and I want, this is a simple exercise given to you. I want you all to try and share your experience now. Let me see. Either you can unmute and speak, you can try translate, or you can text search or an image search or a shopping or dining, whatever it is, or about places. Any language you can take it, try to translate it. And I want you to interact with me right now. You can share what was your experience, what and all you have translated, and whatever you have experienced it. I've got it from Professor Sudha ma'am, yeah, from Professor Muhammad Ahmad, from Professor Dinesh, others, from Professor Reenu ma'am, others. Are you trying it? In your mobile, use Google app. When you open it, you'll get the lens next to your, what do I say? Next to the microphone. I've got one. Yes, thank you, Professor Jyotina ma'am. I want responses. Yeah. There are so many of you are here. Are you all there with me? How many of you are trying it for the first time, Google Lenses, and how it's your experiences? You need not download or you need not have any particular application as such. Only with your Google app, Google search app. Yes, it's working. Thank you, Professor Vipin. Trying. Thank you, Professor Sahana. Try it out. Yes, try. When you have it on hands-on, when you go to classes, when you're able to share things, I know your students, some of them may know about it, but it's very good whenever we go to classes and share things like that. It's so inspiring. So whenever I always have this habit, whenever I teach, when I was in the teaching also, I always have a session on hands-on. Either it is software testing or is it software design or network security, which encourages the students, and teaching is always a learning process. Thank you, Professor Ganga. It's working. How many of you have tried it for the very first time? Google Lenses. Most of it's available. Sometimes we think it's not available. Can one of you unmute and share your experience? How was it using it for the first time? Yes, but it is available only in the Google app that I showed you. Or you can download Google Lens and then you can also work on with that. Okay. Yes, when you take augmented reality and machine learning are two big players in the technology, but now the blockchain is there and IoT. Okay, you cannot separate these people. Okay, you cannot separate these people. Hope you should have enjoyed Google Lens. Okay, how for some, if you already knew it, then it is okay. Maybe for some, it will be new too. For some of us, it will be new. Even every day is a learning process. Okay, for me and for every one of you, I do agree with that. Okay, then we are moving into the next thing, how AI, okay, the deep learning and the machine learning is working along with this. Okay, anybody here? We have got computer science professors. I hope you all will be working with the AL, some of you at least. All right. So the possibilities that machine learning present for these apps, it's endless. Okay, with the ability to track, to understand what is about the world. Okay, always machine learning attacks extra detail to your augmented, and it is you can build more immersive experience that can be tailored to the individual. So always wherever, because ML, machine learning and deep learning algorithm, they try to learn patterns on their own. They try to learn patterns. So when people use AR on their phones, apps requires a camera to open. Just now we have tried that one. Google Lens. Okay, it collects the image. Yes, it uses machine learning to track object or display information. You see, it uses the image processing algorithm. If I'm going to upload an image, and according to the same image, whatever is available, it is showing I uploaded an image of a camera. Okay, then it is showing every image of it, which means there is a lot of algorithm that runs behind to recognize your object. Always computer vision, it goes along the AR and VR or MR or whatever is the reality that you want to work on with. Okay, when you take neural networks and deep learning can learn from this data, that's what I say, it learns the pattern. ML and DL algorithm, the basic, it learns the patterns from the data. Okay, not more as interactive. Okay, and the best example is Google said, and there is a Google translation. Where you involve your natural language processing, the NLG toolkit. Okay, in my YouTube channel, if you go to YouTube and type Doreen Robin, you have got a lot of like Twitter sentimental analysis, like lot of things on ML and DL. Okay, my end. Machine learning and deep learning algorithms are available. It enables users to scan. I just scanned a word in Chinese. I think it's Mandarin. And once it is there, I don't know what it is all about. But using Google Lens, it is helping me to translate and tell me what it is. Okay. So translating instant. I'm not clicking or I'm not taking a picture. Just I'm opening my Google Lens onto the particular language. I don't know what it is all about, but it was able to tell me it is here. Okay, so now as we see, we have seen like immersed VR, non-immersed VR, semi-immersed VR, virtual reality. There is something called VARIA vision. Okay, VARIA. Okay, smart classes. This smart classes combines the machine learning and augmented reality. Okay, there are various things available. For an example, I've taken this VARIA vision. Okay, it's called VARIA vision. Okay, so here what we wear this lens, it is combining with the Google Maps, and when you wear it and drive it, you'll be able to detect the traffic. Okay, you're not fully immersed, but you can see what is happening all around. The performance of it, the route direction. When you drive with the Google Map, you have to see the map, and it says go to straight. Okay, here using that, it helps you. It more than displays on the lens of the user without blocking your vision. Okay, here we go, Varia Vision. Listen to the video and then you can tell me what was your experience about it. Garment, okay? This is the Varia Vision. You can move your eyes to your left and right. It is not blocking. You're not just telling what speed that you're driving onto the lens. Varia Vision. Okay, segment change, where they have to change the segment. Can you see the vibration alerts? So you can hear it off and it mounts to the left and right of the class. Promote navigation 8 hours of battery. Okay, so Varia Vision. And also, if you want to use hairdressers, okay. So, augmented reality and machine learning are used in the consumer. I know L'Oreal, okay, L'Oreal, which acts its own company called Modiface, okay, in 2018. Anybody tried Modiface before? Anybody has tried Modiface before? Okay. Let's speak a little quick. Okay, it uses the data to record the products where the user is interested in, and also it gives the recommendation. What's more like a magic mirror, okay? Like hairdressers, which hairdress will suit for whom the best? Okay, if people want to see, this is called Modiface 3D hair coloring demo. How if you want to color the hair after coloring, we not be able to find it. It's a pattern collaborative deep neural network. It uses the object recognition using 3D face and pose. It's a video hair color. How often you look after coloring? Can you see? You can choose the color from below. Which color you want to color and how do you look? Okay, so now let's try a real demonstration. Okay. Okay, L'Oreal Paris. Okay. Here, if you want to try for a makeup, for coloring, see if I'm going to choose hair color. Okay. You can also try. Okay, I will show you the demo and you can try. So, for example, if I want to use a pearl blonde, maybe a rose gold color. Okay, if I wish to change my hair color to rose gold, okay, there is an option called tap and try. When you click it on, okay, if I want to buy this product, you can just click it on. I will post the link onto the chat. Okay, can you see here live try on? Can you see my screen? One of you can unmute and say, can you see live try on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, once you click it on, it will ask me whether it allows me to open up my camera. Okay, and you can give allow. I'll post the link. Why always it is? I'll post the link on the chat. Posted it. Hopefully you will be getting it. Here the camera will open and my real hair color will change. Maybe due to. Can you try it out? I posted it. I'll post it onto the same link onto the WhatsApp also. Click on live try on. Can you see my hair color is changed to some color, whatever I've given. Okay. And also it will give you some suggestions. You can change some colors. I want maroon or whatever color that my hair that I want to change, it will change. Can you see here? Can you see? So how do we really look? It will not be exactly the same, but how do we look? Okay. Okay, if I want to change it to purple, whatever color that we want, you can use it. See how augmented reality is working on with that. Okay. So whatever color you choose or what color of hair that you want to dye it out, you can choose it out. Are you all trying? Anybody is trying it? I posted it. I hope you're all trying. And also it allows you for makeup. Let me share it from my mobile. I'm sharing it from my mobile. Hope you are able to see my mobile screen. Anybody has tried it? Yes, it's working. Thank you. Thank you. I hope my mobile screen is seen. Are you able to see my mobile screen? Hello? You're able to see my mobile screen? So here,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So whatever you want, you can color. Can you see? The color keeps changing. It's more faster on my mobile. So whatever color that I really want, if it is black, the black dye, the orange, okay. And also not only that, you can think of some makeups that you want, okay. Something. It will not look the same, but it will look how it is before you are going to buy it. So this is how augmented reality plays a vital role on it. Here you can see it is trying to find the object that is present. Okay, the object wherein an object detection, image recognition algorithm that works on with. Okay, how it is going to work on. Okay, so have you ever tried like this before? Have you ever tried like this before? Okay, okay, it did, it worked. Yes, thank you, thank you. So moving on to that, yeah, the next thing that we're going to see is about, I don't know what happened to the internet. Is it too slow? Okay, sharing. Are you able to see my screen? Hello? You're able to see my screen? Okay. Okay, we have seen about AR, VR, A-frame. Okay, we have seen about variation, and the last one that I would like to share with you is that in June 2020, there was a surgeon at Hopkins. Okay, that hospital they've done. Are you able to see my screen now? Sir is saying no. Able to see my screen? Yes, no. Can you see AR ML surgeries?
No, yes, ma'am, it's just for that.
Sorry, something. Able to see my screen? Able to see my screen?
No, ma'am, previously it was visible. Now I think they're not able to see.
But it is showing us visible. Okay, let me try once again. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem.
So we are going to see how was the very first surgeon. Okay, the very first surgery, how it took place. Okay. Okay, using AR ML surgeries. Okay, in June 2020, okay, they've done it for Hopkins. They've done the first AR surgery. Okay, the first AR surgery for a woman. She had a problem on her spinal cord. Okay, so one spinal fusion operation and was another to remove a cancerous tumor from a patient's spine. Okay, so they performed one onto this and one onto that. In both cases, they used AR headsets, the VR headsets. Okay, that projects the patient's CT scan. They have the head-mounted device where it projects the CT scan. Okay, and also providing the doctor with the X-ray vision. I repeat it, they're having a mounted device. You can say it is as a mixed reality, all right, where they have a head mounted device which has the CT scan and the vision of it. See how they have done the operation. Okay, after this, we'll be moving on into our live quiz. See, this is a new augmented technology, and in addition, in this video, you will be able to hear after 7 months how the patient is. Can you see? You're able to hear the audio? You're able to hear the audio? No? Are you able to hear the audio? Yes, no? Yes or no? Hello? Not able to hear. Hello? You are able to hear? But I'm not able to hear. Hello? I'm not able to hear. Hello? Is my screen seen? Hello, is my screen seen?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Okay, I'm connecting it from two devices. Okay. You able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
You're able to hear the video? No. Okay, no
Audio is not.
Okay, no problem. So this is a surgery where you can see this is performed by this doctor. He wears a head mounted device during the surgery. Okay. Can you see here head mounted device where it is very critical operation where they need to do it onto the spine, and this is the women. Okay, this is the women. Hello. Hello. Okay. Okay. So,
Is it audible now?
yeah, it's audible, but I'm not able to share in my screen. I'm joining in from another device. Okay. So this is how an operation happens using an augmented reality tool that has been deployed. Okay. So
It was visible only. It was visible only. The video was visible only.
okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, we have seen about A-frame. Okay, we have seen about A-frame. All right, and how using this the first operation that has happened. Okay, and this was the patient. Okay, this was the patient. So we started with AR, VR, and then we moved on into uh, Google lenses and the demonstration how Google lenses were used. Okay, any doubts till now? Now let's have a live quiz to play. I will share the link onto the chat. Any doubts?
Participants, if you have any queries, you can put your questions here. Dear participants, if you have any queries, you can unmute it now or you can post it in the chat box.
Okay. Okay, I will share the link from another device. Sorry that it was not coming properly. I'm posting it onto the chat. Hope you have got it. I'll post the same onto the WhatsApp group also. Yeah, 8 of you have joined. 10 of you have joined. Others? Define
Yeah.
entity. 8 of you have joined. No? I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know what happened. Define entity device. You have joined. Okay. No? I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know what happened. Define entity device. You have joined. Okay. No? 16 sorry for that you have joined. I don't know what happened. Define entity device. You have joined. Okay. No? Yes. 16 sorry for that you have joined. We'll start now. What happened? Define entity device. First question. I hope you should have given your name. Fully artificial environment. What is a fully artificial environment? Let's start now. What is augmented reality, mixed reality, or virtual reality? I hope you should have given your name. Fully artificial environment. What is a fully artificial environment? Let's start now. 19 of you have given the answer. Virtual reality or virtual reality? Yes, yes. Simple 5. Fully artificial environment. What is a fully artificial environment? Yes, 19 of you have given the answer. It's virtual reality. Fully artificial environment. It's only virtual reality. What is virtual reality? Dinesh sir and Sahana reality. Fully artificial environment. First position is only small of the second version of the day. What is virtual reality? Dinesh sir and Sahana reality. Fully artificial environment. First position is only small of the second version of the day. What is virtual reality? Dinesh sir and Sahana reality. Which of the following are the functionalities of Google Lens? Only small of the second version of the day. What is virtual reality? Dinesh sir and Sahana reality. Which of the following are the functionalities of Google Lens? Question or the smart tech research? All of the above. Which one the right answer? Dinesh sir and Sahana reality. Which of the following are the functionalities of Google Lens? Question or the smart tech research? All of the above. Which one the right answer? Dinesh sir and Dinesh sir, Sahana question or the smart tech research? Quickly move to the third question. Dinesh sir Dinesh sir, Sahana dash is smart glasses that is combination of ML and AR. Very dash is smart glasses that is combination of ML and example of it. Dash is smart glasses that the right answer. Let's see who's the fastest. Which position you are? Dinesh sir, you are so fast always. You keep it up. That's the right answer. Okay, let's move on to the fourth question. Dinesh sir, you are so fast always. You keep it up. That's the right answer. QR code as a virtual marker example, markerless based or projection based or superposition based. For example, if you want to use QR code as a virtual marker example, you have answer 18 of your markerless based or projection based or superposition. Yes, it is. Whenever you have QR code, it's just an example. Anything as a virtual marker, and it is markerless based or projection based or superposition. We saw an example on the just an example. Anything as a virtual marker, and it is markerless based or projection based or superposition. We saw an example on the just an example. Anything as a virtual marker, and it is the last question, which is going to define who would be the winner of the game. Let's see. Whether Google Lens uses machine learning algorithms. The last question, which is going to define who would be the winner of the game. Yes. Whether Google Lens uses machine learning algorithms. The last question, 2, 1. Yes, here we go. Yes, let's see. Whether Google Lens uses machine learning algorithms. Right answer. The last question is going to be the winner. Here we go. Yes, let's see. Whether Google Lens uses machine learning algorithms. Sahana ma'am, you are. I know. I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your feedback. Nice session, ma'am. Others also very awesome. Good. What is the new thing that you have learned? Sorry, I took little more time. Last 10 minutes, my system was not working properly. That is why very awesome. Good. What is the new thing that you have learned? Very interesting. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. So this was not VR, VR. Different problems. What is the new thing that you have learned? Very interesting. Very non-connected. How in using L'Oreal, we see how using VR they are using it. Thank you for the opportunity given. Yes, over to the organizers. Very non-connected. How in using L'Oreal, we see how using VR they are using it. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to the organizers. Very non-connected. How in using L'Oreal, we see
very much interactive session, afternoon lunch, after lunch session. And you make very much interactive session, afternoon lunch, after lunch session. And you make very much participants after lunch session. Madam is here. Madam, I hope you can see your standpoints, Madam, I hope you can see your participants kindly right and down. Madam, please here. I hope you can see your participants kindly right and down.
Okay, I've shared my contact details onto the chat. You can also see on I share my YouTube channel also. You can find it out. And whatever the questions that you
If
have,
I'm going to give
or
a same
you have got
data
even
set,
support like
but for
MI,
today's example, I'm taking
TL,
data
onto
set. But if
new
you can also
technology.
try using the same data set. So these are the houses. Okay, it has got 2 bedroom,
Thank
3
you.
bedroom flats, and this is the location, and this is 5 feet. And I feed the same system with my machine learning algorithm, and it will tell me whether it is okay to buy this house or not okay to buy this house. Okay, and the accuracy level will be less. But same thing when I give to deep learning, it will take a layered layer, and the accuracy level I feed the same data set. When I feed into a system, the accuracy will be more with relevance to my comfort zone. Okay.